and welcome to Random Number Generation. This is a GDQ Hotfix show about runners and randomizers. This is episode 87, The Legend of Zelda, The Wind Waker Rando with Nintendo. Before we get started here, I'm very excited about Wind Waker. A few announcements here on behalf of Games Done Quick. GDQX will be live from TwitchCon this weekend, October 20th through the 22nd. The event will take place on the Games Done Quick stage as well as streamed live on our Twitch channel. Use !GDQX in Twitch chat to find more info and check out the schedule. And more GDQ events, Awesome Games Done Quick 2024 will be live in person January 14th through the 21st in Pittsburgh, PA. Use !AGDQ in Twitch chat. For more information, go to GamesDoneQuick.com to check out the games list. And with that being said, Desi, how are you doing?
I'm doing well. Thank you so much for having me here.
I am so happy and excited to have Wind Waker. So we've had you on for Wind Waker before. It's been a little while. And I always tell folks, please feel free to apply to be back on the show, especially if there's been some developments in a randomizer that you are passionate about. So Desi, what are the latest developments here for a Wind Waker randomizer before we get started?
Yeah, so about a month or two ago, there have been a ton of updates to the Wind Waker Rando, and the biggest change right now is nested entrances. So basically, you can enter a dungeon, and inside the dungeon can be another dungeon, and possibly another dungeon, or even another. There can be a long chain of nested entrances. It's very interesting.
Oh, and that's how me and Desi got a chance to meet. I'd get frustrated and random, and Desi be like, no, this is great. This is very interesting. So if you hear us go back and forth about that, that is a long-standing thing between myself and Desi. With that being said, we're going to talk so much more about this, but because this is a longer randomizer, we're going to get started right away. Desi, are you ready to go?
Yep.
All right, on you.
Okay, 3, 2, 1, go.
Good luck. Have fun.
Thank you. So we're going to start off by collecting some information and learning some hints here. Our boat has a lot of hints for us. This is the Queen of White Swans. Okay.
Oh, I love this. So, Desi, who are you playing as right now?
This is basically Link, but like a feminine version of Link. Her name is Linka. And she's really cute. She has her own set of items and everything. It's wonderful.
Very cool. Yeah, Desi is the one who gets a bad seat and says learning experience. Desi's one of the most positive people that I know when it comes to just adversity, especially in randomizers. That's just like, no, this is great. This is interesting. This is a learning experience, and just kind of goes with it.
Okay, that's a good hint. Ooh, that's another good one. Okay.
So Desi's writing down some hints right now. I believe you get these at the beginning of every seed, yeah?
Yep. Ooh, okay. Oh, that's fantastic. Okay, those are excellent hints. So we're going to route this so that we start off with a mini game that will get us some money. And then we're going to be using that money to go and get other things. So we're doing a lot of mini games in this seed. And some of them are free or even give you money, or some of them cost money. I love the music in this game. It's so good.
Agreed. I love the sprite change here. It's just beautiful.
He's really cute. Sometimes this one gets finicky. There we go.
Oh, very nice.
And we're going to go back there in a moment. But first, there's a check over here. Sploosh Kaboom. We will have our revenge on Sploosh Kaboom tonight.
Oh, that's a fun Muttley emote from Wacky Races. I really like that.
Yeah. I actually saw Oth had speedrun that.
Oh, yeah. Well, I mean, Oth has done like 100 plus speedruns, which is unbelievable. We were actually talking about that beforehand because Desi's going to be learning a couple more NES games as an incentive.
I'm really excited. So, in August, the beginning of August, we do a charity event in my stream every year, and we have everyone decide on which charity to sponsor and everything. So it's a group decision. And we raised almost $8,000 this year. It was wild. And so in 4 years, we've raised a little over $22,000 for charity, which is really incredible. And I have a bunch of incentives to fulfill now because I promised around every $250 or so that we raised, I had all of these cursed incentives. Some of them were fun though, like learn a new speedrun. And so there are 2 speedruns I'll be learning soon.
Yes, there's been several questions about Sploosh Kaboom so far. And yes, there will be Sploosh Kaboom. Desi has a really cool way of doing it too. I can't wait for y'all to see that. I don't want to spoil it.
This requires a lot of concentration.
Oh no, you're good. You're good. I'm just hanging out with chat right now. But yeah, Desi has we'll call it a more reliable way of doing Sploosh Kaboom, and it's great.
Perfect. And then we have to do this 2 more times.
I do like peanut butter. I like crunchy peanut butter personally.
I like both.
You
in
like
different
both?
contexts. Yeah.
I don't like recipes where like they ask for smooth peanut butter and then you use crunchy. That's just odd. That much I've learned.
Perfect. So 1 more. We have to leave the room first because now we're going to be playing with another character who will give us the item that we need here, or that we might need. So someone asked, is any chest randomized? And the answer is yes. I saw that just as we were starting.
Oh, I see a lot. Crunchy, creamy, honey roasted peanut butter. Yep, those are all very good ones. There's like a natural peanut butter that I like where it doesn't use like a lot of preservatives and stuff. You can really get the peanut taste. Peanut butter plus cornflakes. No, that seems good. I'd try it. It's like peanut butter with like a crunch on it.
Yeah, that does sound really good.
Now you have me thinking about like Rice Krispie treats, but it's like peanut butter treats. Instead of marshmallows, you use peanut butter.
That sounds really good.
I know. Now I'm making myself hungry.
Oh my gosh.
Good job on that mini game, Desi. Yeah, I can understand why
you.
that needs focus. There was a lot going on there with just making sure things get sorted right, because that's a little bit of time to lose there if it doesn't go right. So good job.
Yeah.
Got that done pretty quickly.
You need to do 25 of them twice. So 25 letters twice in a row, which is pretty tough. The first few times I was doing that minigame, I actually just couldn't do it. And we checked the spoiler log to see, is this required or not, when I was first learning this game. Okay, so this is good knowledge.
All right, a question from the chat. What does the term nested entrance mean?
Okay, good question. So basically, there are different types of entrances in this game, like the entrance to a dungeon or the entrance to a mini boss or a boss room. And all of those are going to be shuffled together. And like how the mini boss and the boss entrances are within the actual dungeon entrance, you can have other dungeons within dungeons because they're all shuffled together. So they're going to be nested within one another. Or
Did you come up with that name, Desi? Because I never heard of that, like the nested thing. Like the concept I'm familiar with, but the nested thing, is that like unique to Wind Waker in terms of terminology?
I think I've seen that. I'm trying to remember what randomizer I've seen that in, but I feel like I've seen that in somewhere else. Mm-hmm. Okay, this is a really good item to buy.
Oh yeah, definitely. Pizza the Triforce. Yep.
Thank you.
No. There we go.
I should have gotten the spoiler log so I could doodle some pictures for you, Desi.
Oh, that was so much fun. Oh my gosh. So the other night, Sky did a seed of Ocarina of Time Majora's Mask combo rando, and she gave chat the spoiler log, and all of us were posting pictures. Oh, it was Pictionary, Zelda Pictionary, where to go. It was so much fun. Really creative idea.
Does it randomize any non-dungeons? They're asking about the nested function again.
So that I turned off. There is an option to do that, and it can randomize other types of entrances. Not everything, like not houses and towns, but it would randomize secret caves and fairy fountains and stuff like that. But for brevity, because we only have 3 hours today, we're gonna not worry about nesting that stuff. But I have done that before, and it's been super fun, just randomizing literally everything in the game.
Yeah, what was Beetle doing with a piece of the Triforce? I feel like there's some story we're missing here. I agree.
Okay. We have a bottle. That's very good to get early.
Yeah, Ocarina of Time Rando does have nested entrance rando as well, too.
Oh, interesting.
I believe it does. I don't know if I've ever played that. I've done randomized dungeon locations, but I'd have to see if I ever played one with the nested.
We're going to get some more hints as we get other items. And then we're going to do some stuff at Windfall, where we're going to be spending quite some time on Windfall to get... Windfall has the majority of our items in this seed, besides the potential dungeons that could have a lot of items. But Windfall has the most overworld things to do.
So, Desi, do you end up drawing your own maps once you start finding dungeons within dungeons?
What I have is a worksheet where I write down what I found, and it's in a logical order, so I don't need to map it out, but I could. Okay, Hamarok. That's good. And the Labyrinth. Okay, fantastic.
Desi draws some of the best maps I've ever seen. You know, Desi was playing through the Phantasy Star series and even through the Z1M1, and Desi's just really good at drawing maps.
I'll draw a map when a game basically requires me to do one. Sometimes, like Phantasy Star 2, there was only one dungeon I mapped out. The rest of it I could just navigate in my head, like what we've done and what we haven't done. But Phantasy Star 1, I mapped out everything. It was so much fun. Those games were fantastic. Okay, so that ended up not being important. But we got it done. So I said earlier, every chest is random, but there is a logic to the randomization. And so I know which chests have the potential to have progress in them. So, go ahead. veer a little bit west here. Yeah, people think I should auction the maps. Yeah.
Do you have a cartography background, Dusty?
I do not have a That's a good question. No. No, people have joked that we take NES cartography very seriously in my stream. It's just fun. I have a hand cam where I show the maps and everything as I'm drawing them. I see so many friends here. It's always so lovely to see you here. So here's what I call the IRL sploosh kaboom. Because he's gonna make the sound sploosh kaboom, but you're actually blowing things up.
Here we go, Desi.
So this one isn't. We're gonna get to the big sploosh kaboom game soon, but not quite yet.
Oh yeah, this is the one where you're where you're just actually shooting boats.
Yeah, I call it IRL sploosh kaboom for this game. Yeah. So the way this works, and I just figured this out from like playing it a lot. The barrels are each 3 degrees long, so you have a window of 3 degrees to be within for each barrel. And then I use that to guesstimate. Okay, so we can go all the way to 49. And there we go. We have to do this one twice.
That was the last cannonball. Oh my gosh,
Yeah.
Desi was on the edge of my seat there.
And we got Nehru's Pearl, a required item in this seed.
Nice. Now, does that 3 degree rule still fit here, Desi?
Yes. So I'll usually change up to 4 degrees minimum.
Chad is convinced that you've taken cartography and geometry based on this.
Oh my gosh. Almost. Okay, so I think this one was further back. So let's try that. Okay. And
Dusty making us wait at the last cannonball again. Wow.
Okay, we might need those. There are 5 of those.
Dang, Dusty. I can't believe you waited till the last one both times. I'm like, oh my gosh, is he gonna make it? All right, so Dusty said that there is a lot of overworld items on Windfall Island here coming.
Yes. So the first thing we're gonna do is actually save and reset. I want to get on the island though. Okay. And this is to set up the Sploosh Kaboom game that I was talking about. So during this, I'm going to be using a tool to help me figure out where these kabooms are, basically.
Oh, Dusty, I can't see your game feed right now.
Oh, I just for this. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Mhm.
Gotcha. All right.
Yeah.
I didn't know if you were doing Sploosh Kaboom right now.
Yeah. I'm doing this first.
Gotcha.
So first we're gonna just lose. We're gathering data on where the squids are right now. Okay. And now we're gonna do it one more time. We're gonna intentionally lose. Okay, so we got that. And then this one. And here. Okay. Okay.
Kaboom! Splish! 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 Kaboom! Kaboom! Splish!
Right here.
Kaboom! Splish!
Oh, Dusty, this is actually really interesting. Wow.
It is interesting.
Splish! Kaboom!
And there it is.
Wow.
It's a really interesting tool. Oh,
It
and
really
we got a delivery
is.
bag.
Someone said that they would not want to play Battleship with you, by the way.
And we're gonna basically do that one more time
Oh, nice.
because there's a second item there. But that delivery bag is really big. Very good item to get. Especially while we're here on Windfall.
So, Dusty, what inspired you to pick up this randomizer? Had you just always been a big Wind Waker fan?
I always loved Wind Waker. Really good game. Let's see. We have this one. There's 3, 2, and then there. That looks good. Okay. And so I played Wind Waker as a kid, and I absolutely loved it. And then on stream, we did a playthrough. Let's see. This one. 4, and then it's right here. Okay. Okay.
Splish!
I'll answer that question. So Dusty's losing intentionally, and is also figuring out, based on that information of the 2 losses, where I am trying to think of a good way to put this. Like, we're in a graph. I think you were trying to explain it to me before, Dusty.
So it's basically gathering data. There are hundreds of thousands of solutions to this.
Kaboom!
I don't want to do that. I'm gonna manually do that.
Kaboom!
Oh, there you go. You can see it right there. So it's like a probability checker.
Yes.
Kaboom!
Oh, it did have it right. Okay, it knew better than I did. Sometimes you can see that it's like trying to do something, and it's not what you want. That's also really good to have. Okay, so we don't need to save and quit, but I just wanted to check on our single statues.
We're getting our probability lesson here from Professor Dusty today.
So basically, exactly, it is a probability thing. There are hundreds of thousands of solutions, and that minigame gathers data based on when you enter the room and when you lose the first 2 minigames. And with that data, it it calculates within the next game where the squids could be. And there are a few different solutions among that, but it narrows down the pool from hundreds of thousands of solutions to just like hundreds of solutions, basically. And then as you enter whether you get a sploosh or a kaboom, it will recalculate and keep narrowing down the list until it knows exactly which seed you're on. Yeah. It's very interesting. I hope that made sense also.
Oh, of course it did. I was going to say, no, Chad was thanking you for that. You have a lot of fans here too, Desi.
Oh my gosh, it's so good to see everyone. I appreciate all the support. And always so lovely to see so many fans of Wind Waker. This game is so good. No, definitely don't want to talk to you. There we go. Oh. Nobody random would Sploosh Kaboom without that tool. It's funny you say that. I actually used to do Sploosh Kaboom without that tool, and it took forever. Sometimes it would take only a few minutes, but it could take up to 2 hours. But you know, for content, I'm really happy to have the tool now and not be spending the 2 hours there and be actually working on progress in the seed instead. But yeah. Very useful tool. It takes a moment to like learn how to use it though. Okay, we've got one more cup. Oh, come on. Okay, I know this is a meme and everyone says it, but this has actually never happened to me before.
Oh, Desi, you said the thing.
I said the thing, I know. That's never happened to me. Anytime now, there we go. Yeah, this really is a masterpiece. I love Zelda games. And this one is really special.
There you go, Desi. I believe in you and you did it.
And okay, we can actually use these now that we have a delivery bag. I'm not used to having a delivery bag so early. Wow, okay. We needed to do that.
Desi does have a positive vibe, and I had just put Desi's link up there for everyone to follow. If you are watching on YouTube and following along, that is twitch.tv/NintenDesi. Please be sure to give Desi a follow. Absolutely just a delight to watch.
Thank you so much.
But here's the thing that I've learned about Desi. Desi loves a lot of like the main series like Zelda, Mario, etc. But Desi likes the non-traditional games. So Wind Waker being one of them, Mario 2. I see Desi play a lot of Mario 2 randomizer, and so on and so forth. So Desi typically likes the more unique games within a given popular series. And you can correct me if I'm wrong, but that's what I've noticed about you.
Absolutely true, yes. Like, I love the NES Zeldas. I love this one. These are less popular, it's true.
So, Desi, the name of the character you've picked, it's Linka, right? Linka.
Yep, Linka.
Yep. So someone says, I just got here. Who is Desi playing as? Yeah, Linka. So it's a really, really cool. I wish Nintendo was taking notes here because I want to learn more about her.
I know. I wish that we had more Zelda games where Zelda is the star of the show. I played both CDI games with Zelda, Wand of Gamelon and Zelda's Adventure, and I wish we had more, not quite like that, but also those are great in their own context. We just recently did Zelda's Adventure, actually. Everyone's favorite character in the Zelda franchise.
Yeah, you can play as a variety of characters here in Wind Waker Rando. I know you can also play as Tetra. If I eventually play as this, I will definitely play as Tetra. We've also seen Desi play as what, Goku before?
Yes, I've played as Goku, and then last time I was here, we did Red from Pokemon.
That's right. Yeah, and all of your equipment were Pokemon helping you out. I remember that was super cute.
Yeah, the bombs were electrodes that exploded. The grappling hook was a little Ekans. It's really cool. In fact, this game has a mod for an entire Wind Waker game. It's vanilla though. It doesn't work with the randomizer, but the entire game is all Pokemon. And like the King of Red Lions is Lapras, and I don't know much else because I'm kind of blind to it. I want to play it at some point. That would be super fun. Oh, okay, this wasn't anything. If it's money, we could use some money.
So this ride scared me as a kid because I got flushed so many times by the rats here.
Oh my gosh, yes, the rats. They're pretty rough if you're not used to them. So we have 2 more things to... Oh, actually, no, we have 3 more things. The delivery bag. First, we're going to mail this out.
Dusty, what were your thoughts about Zelda's Adventure?
The audio was really rough, especially as a streamer. The sound quality and sound direction was... There were some interesting choices made. Let me just leave it at that. That was really rough. The actual like mapping and figuring out where to go, that was actually very interesting. It was a very interesting game. I'd say that I liked it, but I didn't love it. Let's just say I liked it.
Oh, who mailed you a piece of the Triforce, Dusty?
That was Beetle. He had another one. That was Beetle.
What? Are you sure Beetle isn't Ganon in disguise?
We'll see if he has any more for us. But Mrs. Marie also. Maybe she's in cahoots with him. So this is the last thing we're going to do in Windfall for now, and we'll be back real soon. Okay, so that's nothing. We don't need that. When it's a wooden chest like that, it's not a required item. But we got a spoils bag. What else did we got? I think that's everything. Oh, we got a sword.
I mean, chat, you have to admit, Beetle has looked suspicious in this seat. If this was a game of Clue, I would definitely pin Beetle as the one who done it. I'm just saying.
We're going here. So we have bombs. We'll go to Eastern Ferry as well. Or no, we got a hint about Eastern Ferry not being anything. So we'll go to Southern Ferry. So these Gorons I never found in my vanilla playthrough, and I got so excited when I learned that there were Gorons in this game. There are
You
3
didn't know
of them.
that?
Yeah, I didn't know.
They're very cute.
Mm-hmm.
What is that on the Goron's head? Is that like a fishing hat?
Yeah, I think it's like a beanie or something. I think they're trying to make it like a secret Goron. Like,
How can this poor Goron see?
right?
It's like the little eye slit, but I wouldn't be able to see much through that. Poor fella. I suppose it makes sense though. Based on what I know about Majora's Mask and Gorons, they don't tend to like water too often, Desi.
That's true. But they like
Yeah.
snow.
They do. And Desi did pick a really cute character model. I agree.
Yeah. So her bombs are gossip stones.
Oh, that's sweet.
You'll see a bunch of references to other Zelda games for her items instead of just using the same item that regular Link has.
You know what, chat? I hadn't thought about that. What about the fact that the Goron maybe just doesn't want to get sunburned?
Yeah,
That's
that's a good point.
reasonable. Yeah,
Mhm.
yeah, safety first, for sure. I always thought the fairies were so cute in this game.
They're really cute.
Except when you put them in a
Ooh.
bottle. They look so sad when you put them
They
in the
do.
bottle. It's like,
And
oh no.
Thank you for the reminder because we need to bottle one of them up. And yeah, they look really sad.
It's like, oh no, I need you to help me. Oh, the picto box.
Yes, we got to pick the box, which is really useful, especially with our routing that we're taking right now, because we were heading back to Windfall anyway, and the pick the box opens up a lot of things on Windfall.
See, the
think,
fairy
like-
doesn't look happy.
Yeah, it really doesn't.
So, Desi, assuming we're going to be traveling for a little while here, do you want to talk a little bit more about the projects you've been working on your stream? Because I know that you have a lot of incentives to still fulfill from your last charity event, and I saw a whole list of it, and it looked really sweet, so I want to make sure you can share that with chat.
Yeah, so as I mentioned earlier, we raised almost $8,000 for charity. And so I promised that for around every $250 or so that we raised, I had different cursed incentives to promise the stream. And some of them were things like playing Zelda's Adventure or playing La Milana, which we're in the middle of our La Milana playthrough right now. Totally blind with no help. It's been super fun. I've been loving that game. We're playing the original one. And then we're going to be learning some speedruns. We're going to be playing in the shuffler 6 randomizers of Final Fantasies 1 through 6. Each one has a randomizer, and we're going to be shuffling all 6 of them together. We've done that before for the 3 SNES ones. We've never done it with the NES ones before. Oh, I needed to flip the switch. So it was really wild when we did the 3 SNES randomizers together in the shuffler. Like, I went from a seed where I was fighting Golbez, and it shuffled me over to fighting X-Death, or other way around. I was fighting X-Death, which is Final Fantasy V, and it shuffled me out into the Golbez fight, and I kept on thinking that I was still playing Final Fantasy V because the 2 characters kind of look similar, but like it was just really wild, and I had a lot of moments like that. By the end of just 3 randomizers like that in the shuffler, my mind was so melted. I didn't know which game was which by the end of it. It was crazy, but we all had a lot of fun with that. And then now we're going to be doing it with 6 of them, so we'll see how that goes. And there are a few others. I can't remember all of them off the top of my head. There's one Sailor Moon game that came out on the SNES, but was never translated until recently by fans. And so we're going to be playing that one. I'm looking forward to that. I was always a fan of Sailor Moon as a kid. What else do we have? Virtual Hide-Lide, a blind playthrough of that game. Let's see. Um, there's some really cursed ones. We already got 13 of the incentives done. Some of the incentives we already finished were things like 3 seeds of Zelda 1 rando. Not the Zelda 1 rando that most people play, but a different mod that like also randomizes the overworld and gives you a brand new overworld every time you play. And so we did 3 seeds of those at the same time in the shuffler. Ooh, these are 2 good chests. Magic, excellent. And the bow, fantastic.
I literally
high
looked
line.
at the list and I was like, Desi, how did Oth give you some suggestions?
I may have taken inspiration from Dashing Through Trash. When Oth did a full month of different games that he called Dashing Through Trash. Games like Gex and Bubsy. It was a lot of fun. Oh yes, we're going to be playing Breath of the Wild. So I've never played Breath of the Wild before. And we're going to be doing a blind... Well, I've seen the game. Like when it first came out, I watched everyone playing it. But I don't know things like how to earn money or what food to make or how to even make food. I don't even think I know that. And so we're going to be doing that. But the catch is we're not allowed to use shrines for fast travel. So it should be an interesting first playthrough. So we got magic. We got a bow. Oh, this is excellent. Oh my god, they're giving us all the good routing here.
So how much of the beginning of your seed do you typically spend in Windfall?
It depends on how much. Right now, we're getting a lot of Windfall done. We normally don't get all of these items to get later stuff in Windfall done yet. But we are good now. We'll be coming back when we have another bow. Unless here's a bow. That would be fantastic. No, but we'll take that. Okay. So where do we want to go next? We have Outset to go to.
So how important are songs in Wind Waker compared to like Ocarina of Time, Majora's Mask, Rando?
That's a very good question. So the game starts out, we start out with 3 songs, and then there are 3 randomized songs that can be anywhere. Those 3 randomized songs, one of them is required, the command melody. The other 2 might be, and it's usually one of the 2, but sometimes both of them will be required. But the other songs, you can randomize 2 of the 3 that we have now. Those songs are extremely useful for fast seeds. They do nothing but basically speed up the game by allowing you to warp around and by allowing you to manipulate whether it's day or night, the day and night cycles. So by having those, it just basically speeds up the game by having them. But when we do like Max Rando, Wind Waker, we shuffle those in. The only song that the game requires you to have is Wind's Requiem, because just the logic assumes from the beginning of the game that you have that song.
So I always have to ask this whenever someone mentions the term Max Rando. Do you have any regrets considering past seeds that you've had with Max Rando?
I think for the most part they've all been good, but like depending on how rough the shuffling or the randomization is in Max Rando, it can be anywhere from like 12 hours to 18 hours or so. And by the end of the 17 to 18 hour ones, I do feel like maybe this wasn't a good idea. But yeah. The 12-hour ones, those are really fun. But that's just the luck of the draw. Sometimes you get a really good seed, and sometimes you get a really mean seed.
Oh, the soup, one of the best items to consume within the game.
Mm-hmm. That soup not only restores all of your health and magic, but if you don't take damage after drinking the soup, then you deal double damage to enemies, and that even works on Ganondorf. It's really, really powerful. And Granny is sweet enough to give you 2 servings of soup in the bottle, so you can have it twice. Now, we didn't just get the soup as a matter of convenience so that we could have double damage and refill our health at will. By healing Granny with the fairy that we brought over, she's going to now have the energy to walk to the post box next to her house and mail us an item in a day. So we have to wait 1 day for that. We're actually going to check one more thing. There's a clue here, and that clue could be really powerful. It's worth going for. Yeah, Granny's amazing. We love Granny. I love how this Link has a family, and you feel very much more connected to this Link than pretty much any of the others that I've seen in the series, at least for me. I know I'm a little biased here. I do love this game.
Well, the Link is much more relatable, right?
Yeah.
You're trying to save, Zelda's there, but you still try to save Link's sister. That's a big part of the story early on.
This is a good one. Okay. Yeah, exactly. His sister's kidnapped, and she's so sweet. Oh my gosh. It's her birthday, and she lends you her favorite toy because it's your birthday. It's not her birthday, his birthday. But yeah, she's so cute. We want to, okay. We can actually go do the ghost ship right now. This routing is looking really, really good. Because we have a long-range weapon, doing this is not going to be so bad. There's a Wizrobe in the ghost ship, and it spawns really nasty enemies. But if you can kill the Wizrobe in time before it spawns those enemies, then the ghost ship is much easier to deal with. So I always like to go inside the ghost ship having a ranged weapon, like a hook shot or a bow. A boomerang wouldn't actually damage the Wizrobe. It has to be a hook shot or a bow. Or hammer can reach this particular Wizrobe.
How accessible would you say this game would be, or this randomizer would be, if you'd only played Wind Waker about once or twice, like if you played it casually a couple times?
I think this is one of the most accessible randomizers out there. When you generate a seed, you also generate something that they call a non-spoiler log, which is basically a checklist of what are all the things in logic with the settings that you've chosen. There we go. And so you can see what are the things that I need to do to beat the game, and what don't I need to do. There we go. And it's a very useful log for helping beginners out. There we go. There are a lot of resources available online on the GitHub as well. So if you don't know how to reach a chest or something, you're like, how do I get this? The spoiler log says I should be able to get this, but I don't see how. They have a list of every check in the game and what you need to be able to get those things. And it lists things like even like precise tricks, but it'll tell you this precise trick is not in logic, for example, or like all the different methods that you have to be able to get something. Let's see, what else do we have to do? Oh, we didn't get something at Windfall. And there's the mail shaking again.
I'm always so happy when you get mail in this game. Not only does the mailbox like dance, it's just very joyful.
It is really cute. And Granny might be in cahoots with Beetle as well.
No! Not Granny, no!
We thought she was innocent with her soup.
Uh-oh.
Wow, what an item. Okay, that's an excellent item. We can finish off the other 2 fairy fountains that we haven't done. Oh, we need to do Mila the Thief also. Well, that's not a great item.
Why is that?
The skull necklace doesn't do anything for us. It's an item you get for killing a moblin. So every moblin has those. It's basically like getting a bloopy or something. Anytime now. There we go. That took her a while. So after this, there'll only be 3 more items left in Windfall, which we can't get yet until we have another bow and either a Deku leaf or a hook shot. And we need another letter, Maggie's letter, for the last item. Yeah, I always take notes with pen and paper. Yeah. So like I have the item tracker up, but I don't actually look at what, like, I think there are like green dots and yellow dots or something like that. I would never actually use those. I just like taking notes on, like, handwritten notes. Okay, that's a really good item because having that will give us another item in the mail. But the mailbox right now isn't shaking. You need to leave the room and come back in for the mailbox to actually start shaking. Or you could change the time of day. Yeah, we were sneaking around.
Do you think there's any way to like streamline that check? That check always had felt so long to me.
Yeah, it's a pretty long one. I think the only streamlining is to get it out of the pool of checks. But yeah. Yeah, this Windfall really is stacked. Okay, we have more to do on Windfall. That's really good. Good to find that here and not somewhere later and have to come back here. Though we will have to come back here. This just reduces the number of trips we take here. We've actually nearly finished all of the potential checks here. So that's going to make this scene much faster. Yeah, so we have fire and ice arrows. Yeah, that's everything, I think. Never leaving. It does. It is starting to look like that, isn't it? There we go. Baby cannons and windfall. It's true. You have to check it carefully. Okay, good. We don't need that chest. We would need to come back with a hookshot or Deku leaf to get that chest, if that were important. But since it's a wooden chest like that, we know it's not required. And when you light up the lighthouse, he has an item for you. A really good item. We need 4 swords, and now we have 2 of them. Perfect. Okay, so next. Where do we want to go? We cannot go there yet. Trying to think of all the possible entrances. Okay, so let's go to. Oh, you erased this. Oh, okay. I see what we need. There's gonna be a progress item here. It's either gonna be a pearl. My money's on this being Din's pearl, or a Deku leaf, power bracelets, iron boots. Actually, I don't think it's going to be power bracelet. Oh, and there's one more straight check we can get also. I can't believe that one missed. Ganon's definitely at Windfall. Oh. Wind Waker is so chill. I love the ambiance of this game. It's fantastic. And we have the pearl. I was right. Okay. There's still one more overworld item we can get. Oh no, there are actually a few of them. We have 2 more fairies to visit. No, let's make it daytime. The daytime music is so much better. There we go. That's the Wind Waker I know and love. Oh yeah, the cyclones and the big octos. You definitely did not want to get too close to them if you weren't ready. So here's a free item. Okay.
So how do you feel about the sailing in the randomizer, Desi? Do you feel like this is like a good time to collect your thoughts and look at your notes, or do you feel like this is a little too repetitive and maybe in the future something can be done about it?
It's honestly the perfect time to like have a glass of water or to like look at my notes and cross things out. What have we done? Absolutely. I definitely don't think it's too repetitive. And like they've made it so that whatever direction you're facing, like if I move, you see the arrow that tells you the direction that the wind's pointing in. That
Yeah.
is automatic. It's always going to follow you. You never have to use the song to make the wind point in the direction you want to go. So that really helps.
Oh yeah, definitely. And I'm wondering if any quality of life improvements are going to be brought over to the randomizer. I'm thinking in particular the sail, the red sail from Wind Waker HD.
Yeah, so that's actually what this one has. They implemented the Swift Sail into the Rando. So that's what we're using right now. It just has the green color. But yeah, and then some other quality of life. I don't know how much you remember when you use the grappling hook to like actually turn Link while he's swinging on the grappling hook. You had to stop, go to a full stop, and then face the direction you wanted to, and then you could start swinging again in the original. And so they made it now so that you can rotate as you're swinging. It is so much better. Trying to think of what else. Oh, I'll point one out when we're back on the sea. Okay, that's excellent. Oops. Okay. So, if you look at the bottom right corner of the screen, not yet. I need to be on the boat, I guess. But there's something that looks like a compass. Oh, it's bottom left corner.
Yeah, yeah.
And the way that it works here is it's pointing in the direction you're facing so that you know which way you're going. But in the original, for some reason, I don't know why they did this, it's inverted. So the blue end would point to where you're actually facing, and the red end would be the way that you're the opposite direction that you're not going in, basically. And so it looked like, as a kid, the compass to me looked like I was going in the direction that it's showing right now, but it was actually the opposite of that. So they switched it. There's an option to flip that. Another good quality of life option, you don't have to feed all of the fish to open up the map, the world map. You can just see the world map right away. So that's really useful. How many single statues do we have? We have all 5. Okay, so there's one last overworld thing that we're going to do after this. Unless we end up needing to go back to Windfall. Oh, we'll see. But this seed is going very well.
Yeah, it looks good so far. Everyone in chat had been talking about how much of a Windfall Island is. So yeah, that makes perfect sense.
It really is. Yeah. So you don't have a Deku leaf, which is interesting, considering what we do have. There we go. We got a hook shot. Very nice. That is a required item. You cannot beat Ganon without a hook shot. And depending on what we get here, this is probably going to be the last overworld check we'll be doing for a while. If it's the letter from Maggie, then we'll have one more thing to do. And then it's dungeon time. So first it gives you 50 rupees for every statue that you had. and then the Wind God's aria. So we have all the songs now. Okay. So we picked up a good number of Triforce shards. We have only 3 more to go, I think. 2 swords, 2 shields left, and light arrows. That's what we need for go mode.
That is totally reasonable, but you have a lot to look through still, yeah?
And these are nested dungeons, so we're going to be going through multiple dungeons here. Makar is so cute. Oh yeah, I love the design of the Great Fairies in this game. They did a great job with those. Okay, we didn't end up needing that. And we're actually done here because we don't have a Deku leaf. I'm just realizing this. And we don't have iron boots. I see. I see what the game wants from us. Okay. So those other dungeons, other dungeons that are not where the map has these blue markers, we don't have to do them. But where dungeons are, there could be mini bosses or bosses, and those mini bosses and bosses can have required items for us. So that's where we're gonna find things like our Deku Leaf and our iron boots. This is a really interesting one. So we just got the grappling hook, which is the only item that you need to be able to kill Goma. You absolutely need the grappling hook, but even the grappling hook, if you don't have a sword or a hammer or anything, the grappling hook will damage Goma slowly, very little damage at a time, but it can be done. So okay. Oh, the hammer in this game is very powerful, and it is interesting to use, yeah. Oh, you missed it. Yeah, this really is a special game.
I always felt so bad for Valu here.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. But we're helping him get rid of this nuisance underneath his tail. Those are gonna hit us. Oh, we're too close to the wall. There we go. The grappling hook. Let me see. That is a chain chompette. Chain Chompette is the grappling hook. Yeah. Very cute. A reference to Link's Awakening. Okay. Getting his revenge in the Forsaken Fortress. So what are we getting here? Oh, just a heart container. Okay. Trying to remember. I don't think you got a letter in the mail for killing Goma, but you do get for some of the other bosses. Normally I wouldn't take it, but I mean, it's there, right?
Still a really good fast fight there, Jesse.
Yeah, and it's good to get that out of the way. So it looks like there's only one more place we can go with the current items that we have. I already have too many hearts in this scene. My chat jokes with it. Even 3 hearts is too many hearts in this game. Which, the combat in this game is actually very challenging. Especially when you don't have a sword. If you have a sword, the combat is fine, and that's like the first item you get in vanilla. But without a sword, this game is very tough. We can do this. Okay, we have a hook shot. So we don't need any of the items here. This is not a required dungeon. But there is a mini boss here. Or not a there's a boss here, and that boss door could have an important thing for us. Oh no, there is something important here. Okay, we will check this out then. There we go. Okay, I didn't realize that this would be interesting. So these are very new flags, very, very new flags, and options that they have. So I'm still getting used to it. Forsaken Fortress must be an outlier when it comes to what is considered a dungeon and what isn't a dungeon. Yep, there's something else really good here. Something else very good here. Okay, what about that chest? Do we want that chest? It looks like no. Okay. But we can't. I should have gotten that chest later. Oh, either way I would have to reset actually. Okay. So we got a boomerang. I'm gonna go for a little skip I recently learned. It's kind of risky, but you don't lose too much time if you don't get it. There we go. We got it. I missed that like 3 times last night when I was practicing it in a row.
Well, the
I'm
practice
happy I got
helped. That looked really good.
Yeah. It's a lot trickier than it looks, but yeah. So having the boomerang doesn't do much for us now, but the iron boots, that's one of the 2 things we need for the Wind Temple, which we had to leave because we didn't have the items we needed. We need iron boots and we need Deku Leaf to be able to start the dungeon. And now we'll see if we can hopefully get the Deku Leaf. That would open up a lot. A shield, even power bracelets. We'll see. Just get out of here. Okay. Poor Linka. I don't know where her hammer's from. That's like the one item I think that I don't know where it's from. It kind of reminds me of Pit from Kid Icarus, but I don't know if that's where it's from. Okay. We just opened up a warp point that you need to open up the other warp spots. But there is a teleportation pot added to Dragoner's Cavern and to Forbidden Woods, and those two are connected to this dungeon here. Oh no, I'm sorry. Those two are connected to one that they added to Tower of the Gods. It's the Earth Temple and Wind Temple ones that they added that are connected to that teleportation pot. Okay. So this is actually really tricky to do without the Deku Leaf. So we're gonna pray here that we don't have any issues.
When you're done with Forsaken Fortress here, Desi, would you like to take a quick break?
That would be the perfect time, yes.
Sounds good.
Okay, that was really good. We have one more of these to do. Oh, there we go. So those, yeah, they can come and knock you down. And that's what makes this really stressful. If you have a Deku Leaf, then it's no problem. You just fly over, and we got it. So let's see what's in here.
How did you not get caught there, Desi?
It's a good question. Okay, so we are good. We don't have to do this dungeon. But yeah, I got really lucky there. So I will park at the next place that we need to go to, and then we'll go on that break.
That sounds great. So where are you thinking next, Desi?
We're definitely heading to the Vanilla Wind Temple entrance, and we'll find out what's over there.
All right. Yes, please do follow Desi. That is at twitch.tv/nintendesi. All one word, NINTENDESI. And again, Desi streams most evenings and late nights. And sometimes in the mornings, sometimes.
Yeah, usually the stream will keep going until the morning time. Yeah. So why does Link have long hair? So there are a bunch of different character model options. You can play as like Goku. You can play as Ganon, or Ganondorf rather. You can play as Tetra. This option is a character called Linka, basically a feminine version of Link. She's really cute.
There's also the Pokemon trainer that you showed off last time here.
The Pokemon trainer. There are quite a few good ones. You can play, oh my gosh, I should have done that, or maybe next time.
Yeah.
If we ever do Wind Waker again. There's one character, Malin, and her boat is a milk delivery. Oh, I did not mean to take off the boots.
The boot animation is so funny in this game.
Yeah, it really is. Link has some really great expressions. There we go. Okay, so we'll go on a break and we'll find out what's in here when we get back.
All right, sounds good. So we're gonna pause the timer here. And real quick, here are some announcements here on behalf of Games Done Quick. As a reminder, your subs, Prime Gaming subs, gift subs, and bits shared on the GDQ Twitch channel help support Games Done Quick Hotfix. Please consider subscribing if you enjoy the daily speedrunning content. And if you are watching on YouTube, hello! Be sure to press the like button on this video and subscribe to the channel. Also go to twitch.tv/GamesDoneQuick if you're interested in looking at our live content. And with that being said, everyone be sure to stretch, hydrate, and be right back with random number generation. Welcome back to Random Number Generation. I'm joined here by Nintendesi, and this is The Legend of Zelda, The Wind Waker randomizer with a little bit of a twist to it. This is the nested entrance rando, and we are getting into the thick of that nested entrance rando. Desi, if you want to take it away, very excited about this segment.
Perfect. I'll do a countdown. 3, 2, 1, and let's continue. So I have no idea what we're about to find here. Let's see. We've got... Oh, thank you. Okay, this is very good. This is a dungeon with a lot of items available to us. So I'm hoping we find the Deku leaf in here. One of the interesting things, so the first rando I ever did of this, we came to Dragon Roost really early, and I had no sword, I had nothing, but because the enemies can damage each other, there's friendly fire turned on for the enemies. Oh, this is interesting. Are we... So that tells me that we don't need to be here. Okay. I'm gonna just double check like a few things here, but I think that we are done here. And now I'm really curious where we need to go next. Okay. Maybe there was a hint that I misinterpreted, so I'll double check those hints. But yeah, if that chest is that color, then maybe we don't need to be here. Let's see, is this a key? Okay, my gut is telling me we should probably leave. So let's do that. Yeah, no Deku leaf. Maybe the game does want us to go back through Tower of the Gods. Or maybe we have something waiting for us in the mail already. Let's go double check that. So... Yep. Yep. Okay. Let's check this out. We're gonna go... Oh, that's where I got that thing. I'm gonna double check on one of the fairy fountains we haven't gone to. There was a stray hint that we got, and maybe I mismarked which fairy it was. And then after that, we'll check on the mail. Or actually, there's a mailbox there. Yeah, this character model, her name is Linka. She's really cute.
So what is your ideal route from here, Nessie, to the end? What are you thinking?
Right now, we need the Deku Leaf, and once we have that, we can basically go into the dungeons that we need to. Okay, so there is no more mail. And we can very quickly go to where we need to go. We cannot get to Woodfall. We don't have power. So not Woodfall. Forbidden Woods. We need a Deku Leaf to reach there. There's also the dungeon at the Earth Temple entrance, which we need power bracelets for. Okay, there we go. I must have written down the wrong fairy. That was it. Okay, that makes sense. Perfect. Okay, now I'm less worried. And yes, there is logic to this run. I actually don't believe there is a no logic Wind Waker option out there in the rando. Oh, I just realized one more thing that we can do. Okay.
Yeah, what's going on?
So, remember how there were progression items in Forsaken Fortress? So, if you have the Master Sword, you can fight Phantom Ganon, and you'll get an item for that. But you can't do it without Master Sword. So, a regular sword or hammer won't cut it.
Well, you're right, because hammers don't cut.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry, Chad. I can't resist.
gosh.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry, everyone.
Don't apologize. I love it.
That doesn't get at least one boo. I'm going to be disappointed.
Here we go. You can lift that up. And her power bracelets are gold gauntlets from Ocarina of Time. Okay. I can show off a little trick I learned recently with this boss. So the timing is pretty tough. We just hit it one time. We have 3 more hits to go. 2 more. And 1 more. There we go. And we'll see if this doesn't give us an item, we'll still get an item in the mail. Oh, regardless whether we get an item or not, there'll be an item waiting for us in the mail. Okay, so that wasn't really that necessary to do. Unless there's an item, required item in the mail. And there might be. Yeah, we still don't have a shield.
Yeah, that and is Linka gonna stay in pajamas the whole time?
Yeah, she is gonna stay in pajamas. I like there's an option for her to have the green tunic, but I think this one looks cute.
Yeah, I like it too.
Windfall just has an easily accessible mailbox. And there's a chance that one of the items we get is the last item we need to be able to complete something in Windfall. There, the shaking mailbox. No. Okay. So off to Ganondorf. Or Phantom Ganon, rather. Okay. Interesting. Okay. So my next guess is Tower of the Gods. Maybe it actually does have something. So, let's see. Oh, we want to be going the other way. This is the most annoying room in the dungeon.
If this is the room I think it is, it's been a little while since I played this. Yeah, I can see that. Yep.
Yep. Oh. There we go. Okay. That is the audio that plays from those enemies. They make that sound. It is so good to see so many friends here.
Oh, yeah, what are those enemies called? The ones that make the odd noises.
Mini blins.
The mini blends. Oh, are those like moblins, but like tiny versions?
Mm-hmm, yeah.
Okay. Because it was like, why are there rabbit sounds? I'm like, those aren't rabbit. I had to like turn on my audio and listen, and I'm like, no, it's just the little moblins.
Mm-hmm. Dylan. Okay, we're gonna have to hope they don't push us off here. So you don't want those searchlights to shine on you, or else they will see. That's when the mini blins come. But you also just kind of have to go, oh, regardless. So now they've spotted me. Don't you do it. Don't. And sometimes the cannons can get you too. That's unfortunate.
Oh, we got all kinds of names for them over chat. We have a toy gremlins as well.
Oh, I love that. Toy gremlin is good. That is a good one. Did these settings remove that shortcut block? I'm not sure which shortcut block you're talking about.
You know, I just got lost here. We've been talking all evening about the concept of the nested entrance randomizer, and I'm like, wait a second, wasn't Dusty just... Oh, right.
Yeah. We're really heavily blocked by that Deku leaf based on where the dungeons are placed in this seed.
I mean, Dusty, it's just a leaf. How much could it cost?
Right? Oh, Dragon Roost is here. Okay. It's good to have notes on this stuff. That little shortcut block. Oh, I know what you're talking about now. No, they don't remove the shortcut block. But I hadn't pushed the block. Go to the Deku tree for a new one. So we can get to the vanilla Deku leaf spot, but that's not in our flag set, so it's not going to have a progress item. It's going to have an item, but it won't be of any value to us. So they spotted us. Don't hit us. The bombs are usually not accurate, but sometimes they get you. This is the most accurate bomb I've ever seen. Or cannon, rather. Oh, there we go. Okay, I actually thought that this one was in the other one. Okay. Much easier. Oh my gosh. I learned something today.
I always love those moments.
Yeah. That is so much better. Okay, so there are 2 items in this room. Oh, okay, that's a good item. Okay, this is where we need to be. Okay. Okay. Show us a Deku leaf. We'll take that instead, sure.
I was gonna say, show me Deku Leaf, survey said. Nope.
No, but it's definitely a required item that we need to beat the game. So I'm actually happier seeing that because that tells me we're going to find the Deku Leaf in here. And so like, let's say that item was the Deku Leaf. I might have considered leaving early. I wouldn't have, but I would have considered the option. But knowing that there are more Go Mode items we still need on the table, I'm happy getting those first. There's quite a lot to do here. So yeah, like how I was saying, there were progress items in Forsaken Fortress, which I wasn't expecting. It must be how the logic handles Forsaken Fortress specifically as a dungeon compared to the other ones. And that's something I didn't know. These are very new flags. We'll stop the beeping. There we go. Okay. Or trash. It's trash. Okay. Okay, let's go. Yeah, this game, and especially this randomizer, very polished.
I feel like I would have gotten seriously lost by now.
It takes practice. You're really good at randomizers.
Oh, thank you.
You always know exactly where to gamble. It's incredible. Oh, I don't know how you do it, but your sense, you're really good intuition with randomizers.
Every now and then, though, I'll go in a completely different direction.
Still, though, the other day you were doing a seed. You probably will remember this one. It was of Zelda 1, and you entered into like a river room, or like a square room with like the river on the outside. And I think there was like a spike trap in there too. But oh, that's a good item to have. But you could go to like the other doors. You didn't need the ladder to continue. It just would have been very convenient. And you realize like the ladder's probably in here because the dungeon has like just enough to make me like eke out a path without the ladder. And I used that logic to apply to when I was doing the 3 Zelda rando seeds. There was one dungeon where I like had a really annoying path to take, and I was like, I bet the ladder's here, and it was. And I learned that from you.
It's one of those, like, that type of logic in particular doesn't fail often.
Yeah. Very good intuition.
So how are you feeling about where you are in the seed right now?
I'm feeling like a lot more comfortable now that we're seeing actual progress items here. We need 1 Triforce shard to complete the Triforce of Power, or Triforce of Courage. Oh, I think I see what's going on here. I bet the last Triforce shard is going to be in here, and it's going to want us to go down to Hyrule, where the Master Sword Chamber is. And that could be a shuffled dungeon. That's what I think is going on. And maybe we'll find our Deku Leaf down there. Or here. Either one. But I bet it wants us to go to Hyrule. Okay. Oh, that rat tried. Do we need that? No, we don't need that. Okay. So this right here is gonna warp us to Dragon Roost. Maybe I should have actually done more in Dragon Roost, just to open up the warp point. But we can do that later. Or Forbidden Woods. Oh, we don't have a leaf. That's where I pull out the leaf and make it to that platform. Okay. Let's take it from the top. Oh, we'll get refills on stuff here. Here we go. Okay, we needed 2 swords, so now we only need 1 more sword. That was unfortunate. Okay, so there we go. Okay. Yeah, good and required, but not a leaf. Which I'm honestly happy not seeing the leaf. If there are more things to get right now in here that are required, though I do want to see the leaf. If there's more good in here, we want it. Oh yeah, they sped up the animation on these. It used to take a lot longer for that. There's our first shield.
There's
Let's go.
the shield. Wow.
Now we still need a mirror shield, but we just need one more shield instead of two. Oh, very nice to have. I wonder what's going to be here. So this is going to be a nested entrance. It could be the vanilla mini boss because we haven't seen that yet. It's not. What is it? Oh, no, it is. Okay. Which I'm honestly happy to see. I love the dark nuts in this game. They're so goofy.
Yeah, they certainly look different than most of the dark nuts that we see in Zelda games.
Mm-hmm. Okay, that was required. Well, maybe. I guess there could be a bottle here or something. But no, that was required. Okay, good.
So I have to admit, if I was in your shoes right now, I would probably have no clue how to get back to the Great Sea.
So if
I'm
you
be honest.
if you pause, you can go to save, and then after you save, there's an option: do you want to continue playing or no? If you choose no, it'll put you outside of the dungeon that you're in right now.
Oh, that's a relief.
It's like a save warp in Ocarina of Time. It'll bring you back to the beginning. So yeah, that's one way you can easily get back to the Great Sea if you need to. But yeah, this game doesn't have warp songs the way that Ocarina of Time does. Wait, I am doing this wrong. The way that Ocarina of Time does, so you can't just warp out of a dungeon. You have to be on the boat on the Great Sea to be able to warp around. Usually you have a Deku leaf in this room. Okay, there are 2 more rooms that we need to do. Well, some of there are rooms within the room, so there's a little more to do in here. But we're more than halfway through this dungeon. So what do we need for go mode? We need 1 sword, 1 shield. We technically don't need the Deku leaf if we get the sword and shield first. But we need that sword. The Deku leaf will unlock a lot of options.
So, Desi, how long have you been doing Wind Waker randos? How many years has it been?
That's a good question. Maybe 3.5 years?
Wow,
It would be
has it-
our first leafless run, yeah. If that's true.
Really?
Yeah, sorry to cut you off though.
No, you're good. You're good. I'm just saying, like, has it really been that long? Wow.
Yeah, I can't believe it. Time really flies. Okay, good. We don't need that one. Do we need the other one? Yes, we do. Okay. So if this is the bottle, it's likely going to be a sword, shield, or Deku leaf. Let's see. Or the letter. The Deku leaf. Let's go. Okay. Since there could be a shield or a sword in here still, I think it's worth not leaving and finishing this dungeon. There's the leaf. And we got... Oh, we also kind of need a thing called light arrows. We're a little relevant. Okay, so this room is kind of loud. If you're wearing headphones, you might want to turn down or maybe take out your headphones just for this room. I'll give a thumbs up when we're done in this room. When she's holding the leaf, it is the weird egg from Ocarina of Time. Almost. And we're good. And there are going to be some other rooms coming up where I'll give another warning.
Thank you so much for doing that, Desi, too. Desi always does this on his stream. Whenever there's something that could potentially be either off-putting or something that could startle someone or something that could cause like a flash warning, Desi is really good about letting people know about content warnings for just about anything.
Yeah, it's really nice for folks who aren't expecting that stuff, but also are very affected by that, just to be aware that it's coming up. So I do what I can. Yeah, absolutely. So when we go upstairs here, it's gonna make the noise again. And I'll give another thumbs up when it's no longer making that annoying noise. This way. Or either way, actually. Okay. That's 3 bonks. Okay, so right now you might want to take out your headphones or lower the volume.
Yeah, I don't have noise from the game right now, just because of my current setup. But how would you describe that noise, Desi?
It sounds like a mosquito's in your ear, but a lot louder and more annoying.
Okay.
Well, maybe not annoying, but like in the way that a mosquito's annoying, but almost. And we're good now.
Oh.
Now, I think it's one of these has a new item in it. I always forget which side it is. Okay, so there was nothing there that we needed. Okay, don't go for the thing up there. It might have just been extra arrows or something. Oh, it's a chart. We don't need it. Okay. And then finally, this room is also really loud. So please, one more time. And we're good now. Okay, what are we getting here? Yeah, mosquito zapper sound, yeah. Interesting. So there is a dungeon in Hyrule, is what this tells me. And this item is important too. So I would love to see light arrows, a sword, or the mirror shield. Let's drink the soup.
Do you ever return to Outset to get soup? Let's say you consume it before the end, or do you find that it's not quite worth it that much?
I sometimes do. Usually I don't. But it does make Ganon, like Final Ganondorf, a lot faster to have the soup. So it is a little bit worth it sometimes. Okay, I was like, why isn't it? There we go. Oh. And, okay. We don't really get anything out of that. But we are done with Forsaken Fortress, which had inside of it Tower of the Gods, which had inside of it the Master Sword Chamber. So there's the nesting that we were talking about. And I guess guess we have a bigger wallet. And again, we're going to save warp back to the entrance. So there are 2 items left for go mode, a sword and a shield. If we get that letter, we can get another item, which could be the sword or shield. So the letter is not bad. Oh, I do need to change the wind. There we go.
When you say shield, do you mean the mirror shield?
Yeah, so the shields are progressive in this game. So
Oh,
yeah,
gotcha.
yeah. So first you get the shield that we currently have, and then you get the mirror shield. For beginner options, they'll start you out with the shield, and then you just look for the mirror shield. But yeah, in this game, it's interesting. There are no likes to eat your shields. There's no way to lose a shield, and in the beginning of the game, you get a shield. So there are no shops that sell shields. Okay. So I'm thinking we need to just defeat the bosses for these last items. I could be wrong, but we'll find out. And so we'll need the keys to reach those bosses. And if this is the Earth Temple, then we will be blocked by the Mirror Shield. We won't be able to do the dungeon until we find the Mirror Shield. So it's possible that this right here is going to be the Earth Temple.
Okay, I had to like turn my mic off for a second because I was just like, oh my gosh, that's the leaf is so cute. I love it.
Oh yeah, the leaves are really cute, the Deku leaves. You know what, the music here is better during the day. Let's change it up a little. Yeah, the alternate skins. Actually, anyone can make an alternate skin for this game. There are a lot of tools in the Wind Waker Rando Discord and people are very encouraging and helpful. If you want to learn to make a skin, they have everything that you need to be able to learn how to do that over there. And then you can implement it and have it become a skin for everyone in the Rando to use. Okay. We need to wait for that little twister to go around here. Dentist drill. That's probably a better description, yeah. It's a very unpleasant sound. Get back to Zelda 1, P-Hat. We don't want you. Okay. We got a hint about this, meaning that this is going to be required. This boss wastes all of your arrows.
times, like, this was, like, the era where Nintendo had to have, like, a boss with, like, these massive
Right.
hands for a boss.
Star Fox, SM64.
Mm-hmm.
What else had them?
Odyssey does, but that's much later.
That's true. Yeah. And at that point, it feels more like a reference than like. Then and here's the hand boss, right?
Yep. Oh yeah, why didn't I think of the hands from Smash Bros? Yeah.
Oh my god, yeah, the master hand and the crazy hand, yeah. If you don't have arrows and bombs, you save and quit, and that brings you back outside. Because, yeah, you cannot kill this boss without arrows, and it's like what we did with Goma in the beginning. We found Goma at the start, and we didn't have grappling hooks, so I save and quit and go back outside of the dungeon room, outside of the boss room. Yeah, I figured you meant bow or bomb bag, not if you're out of them, but either way. And there's our mirror shield. So now we are one sword from Go Mode. And possibly the letter in the mail that we find, if that gives us the sword. Do I have any hints about a sword? I do. There's one at Windfall, and we already got that one. Okay. Oh, really? There we go. That was weird. One nice thing that the devs added, you see this right there? Let's say we went to that boss and we saw that we didn't have any bow or bomb bag, so we can't beat the boss. So we have to save and leave. Well, that column right there will bring you back to that island, the Forbidden Woods Island, because it's such a pain to get there. So that's a really nice quality of life feature that they added. We're here to restock on some arrows.
Do you have anything on your wish list for either quality of life things or just things you'd like to see for this randomizer in general?
There's one thing I would love to see. I brought it up in the Discord, and there's a chance if someone writes the ASM for it, then it'll be done. But so there's a trade quest that we did earlier. Where's the boat? There she is. Okay. And in the trade quest, you start out getting the vanilla item in the trade quest, and all of the items in the trade quest are vanilla. But I would love to see each of those trade quest items randomized as an option. I think that would make things much more interesting because there are a lot of different paths to this trade quest in particular. It's not like the one in Ocarina of Time where you know to go to like point A. We're going to check something in here first. To point A, to point B, to point C. Here, there are several different items you can get in the trade quest that can make it faster or slower depending on what items you get. But it's right now just a vanilla trade quest. Another thing is, I said that the logic is all written to assume that the player has... Oh, I think we gambled right. Oh my gosh. That the player has wins Requiem right at the start of the game. Oh, we need light arrows. We need a sword and light arrows. Okay, we're now 2 items from Go Mode. So if they were able to make it so that Wind's Requiem can be randomized, that could make the beginning of the game interesting. I hate these babies. They're very annoying. The best boss music right here. Get your cat gems out. Yamogera. Mulgera's a very challenging boss, especially on low health. Because each time you take damage from Mulgera, it's 2 hearts. But the music is incredible. Almost. The babies are really there to just distract you. With your L target, you want to target the boss, but instead you keep targeting these babies. Okay, so we're gonna see either light arrows or a sword right now, is my guess. Could be the letter. Could also be a golden feather. Fantastic. Okay. So that was not necessary. But at least we got the music. Might as well pick up the feather since we went through all the trouble to spawn it. I love that Zoidberg emote. So many great emotes in chat right now.
Oh, definitely. I love how folks are cheering you on and enjoying the music.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so this dungeon has to have our last 2 items. Or the letter that we can claim the true reward in Windfall. I wouldn't be surprised with how stacked Windfall was if the game wants us to make one last trip to Windfall. Oh. Okay. So Luckily, we're coming into this dungeon with like all of the items that we need to check stuff in here. In vanilla, you find the hookshot in here, and in the randomizer, usually you can do this coming in here already with a hookshot, and it makes the dungeon go, guys, so much more smoothly. It's fantastic. No. And one of the new options to this random, they've added in 9 new checks to the game. We've gotten some of them before, but here's one of them. I'm going to actually point it out. Over here, in vanilla, there's a joy pendant here. And so there's some dungeons with these extra joy pendants. There are 9 of them scattered throughout different dungeons. And so you can randomize that check. Okay, we're gonna need this and this. Oh, we need moms also. Okay. That was pretty rude. Indeed, Rocket played very rude. Okay. Yeah, actually, that's fine. Oh, we almost got it.
Believe in you, Desi.
There we go. Okay. So the skulls will chase him and hit him and knock him down, and he'll fly all the way down to the bottom. And then you lose your command over him with the command melody if he takes damage. You don't lose any health, but you lose your command. So it makes it a really slow and painful process. If he takes damage and you're not done planting everything, because then you need to play the song again and everything. So yeah. And with that many bubbles around, they can all follow him. So I like to get rid of the first 3 and then not have to deal with the last one. Come on. Okay. Okay, looks like that item is trash. I don't think we can see... Yeah, we can't see the other one yet. Okay, that one's trash there on the ledge. Good. We're gonna open up this work. And here's another one of those extra 9 checks that they added. And there's our last sword. So now we just need light arrows. And we got a hint, light arrows are not vanilla. So we don't need to go to the Master Sword Chamber or back to Hyrule to find light arrows. Very useful hint. Okay, here's a key. The double magic has been really nice. It's actually in logic for this dungeon to have double magic at some point for one room that it can be done without double magic, but it's like really annoying without it. So they made that a part of logic. Okay, so we need Makar. Yeah, the cuckoos are fantastic.
That's perhaps one of my favorite parts of Wind Waker Randomizer is just all the different images and skins that you can get for all just the cosmetic possibilities here are ridiculously wild.
Yeah, there's a lot of love put into all of that, and it shows. There's a very aggressive lore master here that we want to keep an eye on. Okay. We got a hint. Resorted foes don't have anything. So we actually don't need to play the song here. We don't need Makar in this room, actually, based on that hint. Lore Master. Let's get some magic. That's good. And that chest is trash. Okay. Okay. And there's Makar patiently waiting for us. Yeah, I mean it's okay. So there's going to be another room that we're going to go to that's pretty loud. And I'm going to do the same thing. I'll let you know. Please take out your headphones or lower the volume, and I'll give you a thumbs up when it's no longer loud. It is this room that we're going to. Right here, please turn down the volume.
So where would you put this seed so far, Dusty, by the way? Sorry to interrupt. On your list of like difficulties. How has it been?
So the beginning was like really smooth, and then there was that middle period where it was kind of hard to read where it wanted us to go. But now it's smooth sailing. So I think it's one of the maybe not the easiest one that we've had, but it's one of the easier ones. There's been a lot of smooth sailing moments.
That's a relief. I always get questions on like how are the seeds bedded before the show, and I'm like, well, I'm gonna be honest, sometimes they're not. Sometimes I embrace the chaos, but other times I always tell people, if you think your randomizer has the tendency to go over 3 hours, make sure you take a look at it. I had every faith that this one was going to turn out well, though, Dusty, because I've seen a lot of your other Wind Waker seeds go pretty well, so I wasn't too worried about this.
Yeah, this one went really smoothly. And there we go. We are now in go mode.
Hey!
We did
let's
it.
go. Or is it glow mode, Dusty?
Glow mode, it works too. Let's glow. So, yeah, I considered getting it better, but I thought, you know what? Like, I've practiced this enough. We should be good. The one thing that threw me off is how the Forsaken Fortress logic works. But you know what? You got to see a little bit of the struggle, and we still made it. Let's go.
I'm proud of you, Dusty. I mean, again, like you said, it wasn't the easiest seed, but it wasn't like the most difficult either. This seemed like a perfect showcase of what we were looking for here.
Yeah, there was one big curveball in the middle, and then otherwise it was very smooth. It's been such a treat to be able to share this rando with everyone. The community has poured so much love into this game, and it really shows. Why is it louder than normal? That is how loud it is in the original, in that room in particular, from the spikes. The seeds don't need to be rude. This has been so much fun. Now, the ending is a lot of fun as well. I really enjoy the final Ganon fight. We're going to need a hook shot, bow, and grappling hook. Now, you're supposed to have a boomerang for this fight, But we're just gonna, aim well, and we won't need the boomerang. Now, I know no one is gonna believe me when I say this, but the first phase of Puppet Cannon, where the tail is moving around wildly, last night I had the most wild luck, and I only used 3 arrows, and I one-shot like the fastest cycle possible for that. It was insane. I didn't even think it was possible to do it as quickly as I did it. Did it make it? I think it did. We like to do a thing in my chat where we bring this sword. If we can, it's actually very tough to bring it to this middle spot. Oh, it didn't make it. Okay. And then we throw it over here, which is a lot easier to get. And then you walk into the abyss here holding this giant sword, and it feels really cool. But it's really hard to get. It's just swag points for that. But yeah. Yeah, in 3 arrows, I got down the puppet cannon. I know I'm not going to be able to reproduce that if there's a camera on. There's no way. I don't take photos, so we found the deluxe pick the box, and we took 2 photos that we needed in the seed. We took a picture of the secret meeting, and then we took a picture of Miss Windfall.
I wish I knew this game well enough to draw a picture of Miss Desi.
Oh my gosh, that would be so much fun. Zelda Pictionary. We're definitely gonna have to do it in my stream. So we've done emote only Wind Waker rando, where everyone in chat has access to the spoiler log. We just did one last week. Everyone has access to the spoiler log, and we keep a pinned message in chat that links you to the spoiler log. And then there's a place in our Discord where everyone is talking about the spoiler and interpreting the spoiler. Now, you don't have to do the Discord part. You could just sit back and watch if you want. But it's so much fun. I never look at what goes on I mute that channel and I tell people what happens in that channel stays in that channel. If you want to, whatever you say in there, I'll never see it. But there are mods in there, of course. But yeah.
The future of randomizers, Pictionary.
Yeah. And then the stream is in emote only mode, and everyone has to use emotes to communicate where to go and what to do. And every time we've done it, it's been a really big success. Everyone really enjoys it, but it definitely has frustrating moments.
And again, if you want to see Desi do the next emote only and or Pictionary in the future, here's where you follow Desi. That is twitch.tv/NintendDesi. Fantastic stream, fantastic community. Please give Desi a follow.
Did we miss an enemy? I don't see it. The door wasn't opening. No, we got them all. Okay.
Also, Desi, people are liking your coffee cup.
Oh, yes. I can share that.
Yeah.
We recently got merch with 2 of our emotes on this one. Yeah, thank you. Why isn't this door opening? I've never seen this.
So, Rocket, I feel like the biggest challenge, I'm talking to chat here, about doing Pictionary on GDQ is I got to make sure to tell folks to keep it family friendly, you know what I mean? So, some of the pictures can really go off the wall, if you get my gist. So, it would have to be a little more on the family friendly side.
Oh my gosh. Okay, so this has never happened before. I'm just realizing this now. I think it wanted us to kill another boss. That door won't open unless we kill another boss. I've never seen that. Okay. I've been doing a bunch of these practice seeds, and the final boss of those earlier areas just always had required items. So there's a way to do this. What is it? I'm actually gonna see what it is. I said the thing. I've really never seen it before. Okay, what is it? It's 1. Okay, so it's 2, 4, 1, 3.
Hey.
That's another curveball. Never happened before, percent. Okay, 2, 1, 4, 3. Or 2, 4, 1, 3, 2. There we go. That was it. It's funny. Every time I've been here, I have said that's never happened to me before. But like, it usually hasn't been something like this where we need to go back for something. But yeah, this is a pretty big one. This has never happened before. Okay. Well, we have a quick shortcut back to Ganon after we kill this last boss. So it wants us to go to the boss at Wind Temple. Did we open the shortcut? Between, I think we did. Yes, we did. Okay. And we also got the keys that we needed for this. So we get to showcase these teleportation pods actually working. This one brings you between... Oh, okay, this is the wrong one. There's one in Tower of the Gods that we need for Wind Temple. No, I think I just didn't actually open it because the Wizrobe knocked me down. Okay, that's fine. That's right. That would have been the right the Wizrobe knocked me down. And I figured we were so close to go mode we wouldn't need that teleportation pod. Okay, here we go. The honk for that vote. That's a good idea. Okay, so we want you. Okay, this will be fast. Okay. And now Makar will be here. And we head to the boss. Let me triple check we have the boss key. Okay. Here goes. We want... Okay. I didn't realize he took damage to that.
So Desi, for folks just tuning in, what was the thing specifically that you said hadn't happened before TM recently? Just if anyone's tuning in and was like, hey, what happened there?
So normally, to open that door to Ganon's room, you just kill all the enemies in that room, and that opens the door. But with the recent flags that they added, that door won't open unless you kill all of the bosses that are required in the game. And we killed 2 of them, but the required boss markers are on the overworld map. We saw which ones they were. And it's never happened to me before because I've always, by the time I've reached go mode, have already killed those 3 bosses. So that's something, I've never seen that door not open. Though I knew that that was one of the new features they added. So yeah. I hope that makes sense.
Oh, absolutely. I'm just saying, had you not told me, if I was just getting into the stream, be like, wait a second, Dusty has everything for go mode based on what I'm seeing on the trackers. So it's just interesting. I'd never seen anything quite like this myself.
Yeah, I was very confused when I was there because I also had never seen that before. Come on. There we go. Yeah, it's a randomizer thing. It's not vanilla. So I like to call this room the Tweedledee and Tweedledum room. And there you have it. You can have my car, it's fine. Okay.
What a treat this seed's been, Desi.
Mm-hmm. It's been nice to showcase all this stuff. We're gonna do a trick here. The game wants us to have Makar here. But he has played a date with a floor master right now. So instead, don't tell anyone, but we're going back here. Here. And we're just gonna slide right through.
I didn't see anything, chat. Did you? I'm not looking at anything. Nope, nothing going on here, y'all.
Nothing to see here. We're all good. Okay. Okay. You can do that. Yeah, that's vanilla. You can do that in the game. Here we go. Oh, my least favorite boss of them all. But that's fine.
Oh, yeah, this one. I think I died to this a couple times when I played it casually my first time.
Yeah, this boss is kind of vexing. There's a lot of randomness to this boss.
Oz says, I don't abide cheating.
Okay, now I could give one of the good kind of this has never happened to me before. I have never fallen off of this wooden, like off of like climbing this tower here until last night when I accidentally pressed the the jump slash button and jumped all the way down here. So I'm never doing a jump slash to this bird again. Not here. But yeah. Now, if it did happen, I could say this has happened to me before.
Yeah, I don't like that little escape sequence there. That always made me feel not comfortable.
Yeah. Kind of fitting that we have to destroy his pet before we go and destroy him. And now the randomness. This bird likes to move around a lot instead of just letting us attack it. Are you done? You're done. Okay. Okay. that could happen in this boss too. If you're either too close to the boss or too far from the boss, it can do that instead of like pecking you. Okay. One more for this phase. All right. We're gonna want arrows also. It really should count letting the, manipulating the bird to crash into the wall. Here we go.
Uh-oh, the bird is angry.
Oh, come on.
Chat, remember to look out for birds in video games. I'm just saying, they may or may not be entirely reliable.
Here we go. And once again, yeah.
We're almost there, Desi.
Now we can go do it.
Yay!
Let's go do the thing.
The thing! So, Desi, while you're climbing up here, because again, we are going to run right up till the end of this episode with this fight coming up, do you have any shout-outs that you would like to give?
I would give a huge shout out to you. You have been a huge inspiration to me from the very beginning, well before I ever thought like I would ever want to stream. I've been watching you for longer than anyone else on Twitch, to be honest. And you were my first sub and everything. Just huge shout out to you. Also, my stream, my community, wonderful people. I cannot express enough just how grateful I am for all of the support. And thank you, everyone here at GDQ, for having us and allowing us to showcase this and share it with everyone.
Hey, I like the idea of calling it a share case. I mean, sharing is caring.
It's true. I do like that.
Reward for killing the bird, the beetle chart. Yeah,
the beetle chart. You know, you're right.
Yeah.
I didn't mention it, but that was the beetle chart.
Yes. Very much shout outs to Desi's awesome community as well. I echo that sentiment.
Thank you. We should have taken that portal that we opened at Forbidden Woods, not Forbidden, in Forsaken Fortress. But it's fine. We have another shot at this. Let's see it. We need hook shot and grappling hook. It did not make it. Okay.
You know, Desi, that presents a good point. Why is there a hook shot and a grappling hook in this game?
Yeah, so the grappling hook is less of a weapon than the hook shot is. The hook shot will actually damage things, but the grappling hook just lets you like swing from one platform to another if there's like a pull sticking out somewhere, basically. And the grappling hook will also steal items from enemies. The hook shot will damage enemies instead. So they have different uses, and both of them are required to get to Final Ganon. Final Ganondorf. After you beat Ganon, you need both items to reach him at the top. Best song in Wind Waker. easily the credits music, though the Great Sea is a very close second. There we go. That's what opened the door. So yeah, I've never seen that before. That was a nice little like zoom up into the door and then like pan back all the way back to you so you could like see. I've never seen that. Freebird on the Wind Waker. Are there more arrows here? Yes, thank you. Okay, let's go. There's no way we're getting the 3 shots. Yeah. Oh, that one was close. Okay. I still can't believe I got it in 3 shots. Oh, that was close. But you're supposed to use the boomerang to cut the string holding up the tail. But with good aim, you don't need a boomerang. Or with a lot of arrows and very bad aim, you don't need a boomerang. Oh, that was close. That last one was impressive. I'll take the win there. One of the 3 shots last night was also as it's spinning around fast like that. Yeah, Puppet is the hardest one, I think. Especially without a boomerang. Though the 3rd phase is also a thing.
Go, Dusty, go.
And now for the last phase. The one that is objectively the most difficult one, but I like to tell everyone it's free, is this one. There we go. The first 2 shots were just part of a manip that we're doing here. We're getting the manip down. All part of the manip. Let's go. See, that phase is free. That phase used to be very tough for me until I started joking that it was free. And ever since that day, it has actually been free. So you just can't respect that boss. You can't let it think that it's going to control you. No, it's free. I also didn't know that there was a manipulation until I just, managed to do it every single time. The phase is free. Okay. Do not want to fall down there. That has happened to me before, sadly. The rest of them are easy. That first jump off. Let's go. And now so this is why you need grappling hook. Even if you don't need it to get to go mode, you do need it to reach final Ganon. There is a way, if you know a trick, and it's a ridiculous trick, but there is a trick to do this without. Oh, where did I go? Oh, I see what I did. Okay, I was focusing on what I was saying and not where I was going. Where is it? There it is. Okay, it was just behind me. You can do some silly things in this room to make it up to the top without a grappling hook, but you do need a hook shot. For that. And here we go. So we're going to do double damage against him unless we take damage. So right now for this first phase, what actually damages him is Zelda's light arrows. It's really our light arrows that she took from us. But yeah. And even those are doing more damage now that we've had the soup. And there we go. Now for phase 2, the damage we do against him is what matters. Okay, and then for the phase 3, communication is important. Talk to her. Oh, and she damaged us. She has killed me before in this fight with light arrows. There we go. And that is time.
All right. Look at that. Just again, let me clarify. There is no mercy kill here. Desi's done a fantastic job. So congratulations, Desi. I want to say it was roughly around 3 hours, 40 seconds. Again, as I've told chat before, it was
that close.
It was that close. But again, this is a mercy kill. So I consider that a success overall.
Yes. We did it.
Hang on, I'm getting the official time here in a second. I'm waiting for the timer. I know it's got to be under 3 hours, 1 minute, yeah? Yeah? I'm not sure where the timer was hit.
We'll round down.
Yeah, we'll round down. There you go. That's the way how that works, right?
Yeah, exactly. That's how all the leaderboards do it.
Absolutely, absolutely. Oh my gosh, Desi. All right, so 30112 is what I have.
Okay.
But still, like, it was in that ballpark still the first time we talked about, you know.
You can round that down too.
Oh my goodness, Desi. Where does the time... It always flies so much. Even when you do a 3-hour randomizer, it flies. So
it really
again, just... My goodness, Desi, what skills you showed us today. I am exceedingly proud of what you've done here. And for folks who are a big fan of the Wind Waker randos, you've done them proud as well, too.
Thank you so much. It's been such a pleasure to be here.
Anything else you would like to say before we proceed on to our next GDQ Hotfix show for tonight?
I guess good luck to the people coming up next. Really appreciate you having us here. Thank you.
Of course, and I would like to always, as always, give thanks to Richard, also our tech behind the scenes. So everyone be sure to also give Richard some love. We couldn't do this without him. And again, this is not the end of our GDQ broadcast tonight. Few things again. On behalf of Games Done Quick, GDQX will be live from TwitchCon this weekend, October 20th through the 22nd. The event will take place on the Games Done Quick stage, as well as streamed live on our Twitch channel. Use !GDQX in Twitch chat to find out more info and check out the schedule. Awesome Games Done Quick 2024 will be live in person January 14th through the 21st in Pittsburgh, PA. Use !AGDQ in Twitch chat for more info and go to GamesDoneQuick.com to check out the games list. I hear there's a dog involved too, so you all should stay tuned for that. My goodness, I'm excited. Anyways, folks, on behalf of Random Number Generation, I'm Skybilz. It was wonderful hanging out with y'all. Be sure to follow Nintendesi at twitch.tv/Nintendesi. And stay tuned for Time Capsule, featuring the year 1995 coming up after the break. Take it away, Tippy.